Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So, in the aftermath of the near assassination of the former president and leading candidate in this coming election, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, well, he expresses his gratitude that Donald Trump was not killed. Except he's been telling everybody Donald Trump, represents an existential threat to the United States. I will quote him right now. Joe Biden, in a fundraiser in February, said there is one existential threat. It is Donald Trump. But he's happy that this existential threat wasn't killed. So which is it? Was Donald Trump actually an existential threat to the United States of America, or was he lying? I think he was lying. And he's just today, press briefing. He doesn't do interviews, press briefing. Yep, he calls on the media to lower the temperature. Well, Joe Biden has been doing everything in his powers to raise that temperature. In the wake of that Charlottesville killing, where neo-Nazi marchers and white nationalists, marching to argue against the removal of a Civil War statue. And there were people protesting against the protesters, the neo-Nazis and white nationalists. But more importantly, there were many people who were protesting against the removal of the statue. It's part of their heritage. We can debate the merits on both sides of that argument. But no, they were not neo-Nazis. They were not white nationalists. And Donald Trump, in a speech, said there were good people on both sides. Not, of course, the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists. Same speech. Just a clause behind there were good people on both sides. Well, Joe Biden, running for president, he tells you he got out of, broke up his Matlock marathon sessions and his vanilla pudding to say, I have to run for president because this guy is supporting white nationalists and neo-Nazis. And an obvious lie. If you had seen the videos or paid any attention at all, except left-wing media, because they were lying about this, repeatedly repeating that lie. Unbelievable. This is the most shallow conspiracy that I can at all remember, right? You just have to look at the video. But he kept repeating it, and the left-wing media kept allowing him to parrot this lie. And then this business about Donald Trump says he's going to be dictator on day one. Day one, going to be a dictator. I saw the video of that as well. Donald Trump, tongue-in-cheek, says he's going to be dictator for day one, open up drilling in the United States, right? Because the United States was an energy exporter, and then Joe Biden shut down American oil industry and natural gas, and then had to go begging to Venezuela and to Iran and to Saudi Arabia, begging for oil and natural gas when there's a sea of it under the United States. So Donald Trump tells you on day one, drill, baby, drill. And he's also going to close that border. Hasn't Biden been telling you? Joe Biden has two stories here. The border's sealed, the border's closed, the border's secure. Oh, and these millions of people, that's all on Donald Trump, and I can't do anything about it. I don't have that authority. He did have that authority. He rescinded dozens of policies with respect to that border, and in consequence, millions of people have flooded in, and then Joe Biden tries to convince the American people it is Donald Trump's fault. It is not. So dictator for day one, that's what Donald Trump is going to do with his dictatorial powers, tongue-in-cheek. And everybody knows it. People are lying about it. And yes, the leftist media continue this lie. a bloodbath if it didn't work. Saw the video on this too, saw it in a speech. Donald Trump says it will be an economic bloodbath. Yeah, the industries in the United States, it will be an economic bloodbath if he is not reelected. He was not talking about political violence, and anybody who had watched that statement would have concluded exactly that. So slanderous lies, turning up that temperature, right? Oh, I feel warm already, right? Feel warm already. And on Saturday, Joe Biden, on Saturday, day before Donald Trump nearly killed, Biden says, time to put Trump in the bullseye. Well, somebody nearly did. A man had his head blown off. And he was a man, covered his wife and children, took a bullet in the head for his family. He died a hero. That's what men from time immemorial are brought up to do. Rescue, save, keep their families and communities safe. And this man did, cost him his life. 2 other people grievously injured for the crime of supporting Donald Trump. And pardon me here. On X, Biden, just last month, called Donald Trump a genuine threat to this nation. He's a threat to democracy. So now the media and Joe Biden is wanting to turn down the temperature. And I agree, but I haven't seen any of this rhetoric from Donald Trump, calling his opponents Nazis and fascists, though they are cultural Marxists and trying to impose their ideological agenda on you. And Donald Trump, and you are just getting away of their utopian dreaming. Time again in human history, starting with the French Revolution, these utopian dreamers, we're fighting for the future utopia. You're just getting in the way. And Donald Trump is standing in the way as well. There are some serious questions now about what transpired. Donald Trump had been asking for an increased presence in security, the Secret Service protection. Been asking for it, denied. And RFK Jr., his father was killed in an assassination. His uncle was killed, John F. Kennedy, killed. And RFK Jr. requesting Secret Service protection. He is now polling in the double digits, denied. The Democrats in the House had recently attempted to rescind Secret Service protection for Donald Trump because, he's a Nazi, he doesn't deserve protection. This entire movement, there are some serious questions. There was a gunman seen going up in the building with a rifle. People were calling out to the police. It wasn't until after the shots were fired, Donald Trump nearly killed, a patriotic American killed, and 2 other people seriously wounded, that the sniper was taken out. Some serious questions. I don't pretend to have the answers now, but this needs to be looked into. At any rate, thank you so much for your time and attention, and please do drop a thumbs up on my video, gratifies my fragile male ego, and share it, it's free. And check out, most importantly, my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. This is cultural Marxism. That Democratic Party, it is not a liberal party anymore. It's a Marxist party. And it's coming for you. Anyways, thanks so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye now.